Hey guys, and welcome back to our channel. We are back with a new episode. This is our recap and review of the Challenge 41, Vets and New Threats. And so we are back following the elimination of our guy CT and Tay. And once we come back, we see the Rickies mostly doing like kind of a vigil to CT and talking about how they're going to miss him. Even though they did not show that when they was in there, but now all of a sudden everybody gonna miss him.
Also, I do want to say that this episode taught me everything I needed to know when they said that room was cursed and that there's only two people left in that room, which was Derek and Gabe. And
Mm-hmm.
after this daily, well, the writing was on the wall there.
Yeah, yeah.
But we'll do a quick recap because not a lot happened in this episode. A big chunk of it was surrounding really two players. But after that, we do the Michaela and Nani conversation. I believe Michaela, Nani, Aviv. Actually, no, never mind. So we get
The
back
yeah,
to
the upstairs alliance. Like we kind of get more of a clear picture of the alliances that are left, and the upstairs alliance is the one that's pretty big and dominant right now, I
yeah,
believe.
and
And you
they
have
pretty much
the
said that Theo and Adrian are going to be their main targets because it's easier to say their name than anybody else. And then,
mm,
of course, they don't want to lose any numbers from their side. So, and then they also don't have the numbers to really counter anything that they do. So at
mm,
this point, it's really just weed out the other, the classic alliance, and then, knock it down.
yeah. And I'm really quite irritated with the like Gabe, just and not just because like okay, it's been plenty of times throughout the challenge where people have like not liked their partners or not
A
wanted that
complete
partner.
dismissal of Janae is wild.
Yeah, he's just rude. Like he's just rude. Like not even being like I don't want you as my partner, but like I'm just making regular conversation with you and saying like yeah we gotta do good, we gotta do this, and it's gonna be great. And he's just like, and maybe it's the editing. So if it's the editing, then that's
I don't
on
think
him.
so
But
because we saw throughout this episode several other people pointed out that it's beyond like the game and like he's just being like completely rude to her.
yeah, he's being rude, and I think that I'm gonna say is because maybe because Johnny is I don't know, but she's being more patient than I probably would be because
Because he had
like
one too
I'm
many
gonna have to
times to dismiss me and
yeah
then
I'm gonna have to say something like hello. I said something to you. Hello, I'm talking to you, and you
yeah,
need to respond and say something like act accordingly or something.
yeah,
And
because
like he's just clearly like bothered by she's not even have anything to do with
she's
losing the challenge.
breathing and he's annoyed. He like
Yeah, he just I just don't like that. And that's just like not even like as a challenger just or just as
that's
a
a
person
that's on
and
a
do that.
personal level. Yeah,
Yeah,
you have
it's
to
too
do
much.
some.
It's too much, and I don't like it.
I know
I
that
don't
he
like
made a post talking about hindsight and everything, but nah, that you can't. Also, did you see that Devin is hosting the reunion this year?
oh no, I didn't see that.
Yeah, Devin Simone is back hosting the reunion. But also you can't talk about hindsight when I'm pretty sure there was times in that house you knew what you was doing. You said it in the confessionals, so you felt that way. But also,
Yeah, but
yeah, if
this
I was Johnny, I would have told production, like, look here, talk to him or I'm out of here because
frankly, I would have been like, I can't win with a partner like this anyway.
yeah.
Um, as John A. Like John A, I if I'm John A, I'm going to say I can't win with a partner like this anyway. So we just about to lose, and it's going to be your fault. Talk to you. I'm sure you won't want to talk at the reunion then. And like
He's gonna
and the
apologize.
but some of the rookies like this season rookies, I don't know. They competing with 39 for the people that's getting on because even like maybe it was good nature, but it irritated me a little bit with like D telling Derek like, this is what the challenge is about. You got to do this. Telling Derek, 20, 30-year veteran Derek, this is what you're telling me. This is what the challenge is about. I know what it's about.
Yeah. But I
So
guess. with D at least, I guess it's more so that you got to kind of evolve with the times, Grandpa. Like you can't be just not the 40s anymore or whatever, you know. I think that's kind of where she was coming from, where it's like trust me, some of these like you already know, Sydney very annoying. Like D, she's can be annoying, Will can be annoying.
But I
Some
like
of
D as
these
far as a
some of these
challenger,
rookies are
but
annoying, but with Gabe, it's like beyond
it's totally
like
different. I'm not. She's nothing compared to no, no.
yeah.
She didn't do anything similar to Gabe. I was just like, they keep trying to tell these vets like this is how
Yeah,
you
these
win.
new rookies think they know this game, and
Yeah,
they
I'm like, what do
really
you mean this is
don't.
how you win? I know how to win. I'm a
I
champion.
won. I
I'm a
won.
champion. But
Yeah,
I do like D. But I was just like, why would she say that to him?
yeah. So we get into the daily challenge. It's called Band Together, where each team has a large pipe on a wooden structure. Teams race to a hill to collect items such as barrels. They have tree stumps and sandbags with resistant bands attached to them, and they must use the bands to secure one end of their pipe to the structure. Heavier items have greater resistance. Once secured, and so once secured to support enough weight, one teamer must walk across the pipe without falling to retrieve the flag on the other end. First team to finish wins. For the most part, I think this challenge was pretty even kill for the most
Mm,
part. You just really have to kind of figure out where your weight stood and then get the right amount of bands. But after that, it was really just about balancing, which was great. Um,
mm.
we again, this is going to be a recurring thing throughout this episode, so you guys get ready. But again, we see that Gabe talks about how Janae isn't doing anything, and it's like I'm just not. I don't think we're watching the same game. Like
It's
I don't
like, what do you
think that
expect her to do?
Janae did
You're
like
not.
she was carrying like she carried the barrel or whatever she carried and she came back and he was annoyed like ugh like she's not doing nothing. What you mean? I just came back from running. Like what am I supposed to do? And then like towards the end he was like I just ran, you go. Like but I'm not
And
doing nothing yet
yeah,
you're carrying this team like
yeah. And Johnny is really was trying hard to be like accommodated and understanding because she's like, okay, no arguing, just like she's like kind of like, I'm gonna do it because she's just trying to keep him happy because he is showing his displeasure in every move that's happening in the challenge, outside the challenge, and it's like, okay, I'm gonna do this. Maybe this will make him happy. Maybe this will, but nothing. No matter what she do, he's not gonna be happy. They ain't even lost, and the challenge ain't even started. She hugging him. He like he being
ain't
like,
touching me.
huh? Yeah, like
Ain't
I
touching
don't know. I'm hoping it's just editing. I'm
I
really
don't think so.
hoping.
Like I said, other people spoke on it throughout this episode, so I don't think it's the editing per se. I mean, I'm pretty sure the editing heightened it, but I don't think it's solely on the editing. Again, I think it's a game thing, but also um we do really early on. Dee and Derek was the first ones to finish.
That
So
was
they
good.
were the winners of this challenge. It came down to Jeremy and Aviv and Gabe and Janae. Gabe decided to walk on the plank and defy the laws of gravity, even though he's heavier. But they end up taking the W over Aviv and Jeremy, and they go straight into um, elimination. So this is where things start to get more annoying and really just like don't do any favors for Gabe. So
Mm.
basically, once they come back into the house, everyone knows that it's essentially Adrian and Theo versus well, basically Adrian and Theo. But
Mm.
they know that Turbo and Sydney and also Jake, or was it? It was either there was a couple of different plays. I don't know if it was Jake or Leo in this particular situation, but they know that they're not going to vote for Theo per se. I think it was mainly Jake. That they wasn't going to vote for Theo, so they basically Michaela basically was like, let's just not say nothing. Let's see where the game kind of folds because Michaela, has been really, again, this has been a great, I won't say it enough. This has been a great season for Michaela. Like everything
Mm.
that her commentary, the way she moves, the way she calls people out, chef's kiss. Really a great season for her. And made me just love her even more. But so they all chill on that. And then we kind of see Theo. He knows that he's going to be the house vote. So what he decides to do, which I'm a little confused
I was about to say I'm a
about.
little confused
So he
because
decides to talk to John Nay, but whatever he thought he did had the opposite effect. So I don't know
well,
exactly what his plan was.
no, what he wanted to happen happened, but I'm confused. Like Janae told Gabe that
Theo
Theo
talked to
was gonna
her.
vote for Leo and Leo's partner. Um, but did he say that? Was that a lie? I couldn't really tell because Gabe is like he's lying at the end. With the conclusion still for him was that Johnny lied. But did Theo say that? I wasn't. I was a little confused.
Well, no, because I thought Theo wanted something else to happen when he spoke to John Nay, but I don't. That's the confusing part because I don't know exactly what he intended when he decided to speak to John Nay. But he basically said that there's some names floating around. He was like, it's them. I think he said Leroy and then like Ashley or something like that. And then Janae went back to Gabe and basically was like, Theo had a conversation with me. There's a couple of names being thrown around, like Leo and Ashley, us. Maybe she didn't say us, or whatever the case may be. And then from there, Gabe was like, which I mean, I get, which I don't have a problem with. Gabe was kind of like, okay, this doesn't really make sense because Leo and Jake are my boys and they wouldn't vote for us, which I don't even know why he thought that. But then he goes to tell Jake the situation, and then Theo basically was like, uh-oh, that's not what I wanted. So he has to kind of backtrack and re-navigate what his intentions were, and that's basically get John or get Gabe to make a
But
statement.
did Johnny lie? I think the point I'm asking is I
She
can't
did not
remember,
lie.
huh?
She didn't lie. That's why I
Because
said
he's
the editing was weird because I feel like they cut something out in that
because
conversation.
he had no reason to randomly make up a thing and tell um Gabe something. So I was like, why? What? Why would she lie to Gabe? So I was like, did Theo tell her that? So I was so confused. And also Lee Theo, these names, Theo is like, John A talking too much, blah blah, and she done told Gabe this. Gabe is her partner. Why would you tell her something she wasn't supposed to tell Gabe? I don't understand that.
No, I don't think that was Theo. I think that was Janae who said that.
No, Theo was like John A is talking too much because she went and told Gabe something, but Gabe is her partner, so why would you expect her not to tell Gabe?
Especially
So
when we got to vote together. Like we got to be.
yeah, so I was confused about what he was talking about,
That's why I said
and
I don't think whatever his initial purpose was, I don't think I don't know. That's why I said that conversation was kind of weird because I feel like
yeah,
it was cut out, but I don't know what his initial purpose was behind that conversation. I don't know what he wanted Johnny to do
mm,
to like retroact whatever
get
that
the
ended up
information.
happening.
Yeah,
But also, like he knew the part that I don't get is if Gabe, I don't think Gabe isn't in his alliance per se.
I'm
However,
really confused about who's in
Olivia,
what
like
alliance.
people like Olivia and Nisa and Adrian, they didn't know what he was doing, but I don't know why he lied to them, if that makes sense. Like if I would like the plan was working, we got like, yeah, it wasn't a good plan, but we got the heat off our back and we potentially got Johnny and Gabe going in instead of us. So it worked out in their favor, but I don't know why he just didn't like. I don't know why he continued to lie, like that he didn't
Who?
tell Janae what he
Theo?
told her. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm just a little confused. I need to rewatch that part again because I'm like I don't believe she lied. So I'm looking, and then I don't know,
then when
but
Janae tried to explain, because that whole conversation before the second conversation, Janae tried to explain that this doesn't add up what they're trying to do. Like we shouldn't basically fall into this trap. Da da da. and then Gabe walked off. And then in the second conversation, after John A talked to Olivia and Theo, again, Gabe was just like, "You're lying." Now I had to have other conversations because you're lying. Don't do that. And then he just walked off. And it was like, you didn't talk to anybody else to verify these claims. Like, again, you're not even in the alliance. You have I guess, an alliance with Theo and Jake, but you're not in the full closet alliance. Like, you're on the outskirts of that, and you're at the bottom of the totem pole there.
And then
So it's
he
like,
said he can't. He's like, I can't trust Johnny's social game when he has zero social game.
yeah, he keep talking
Like
about the social capital that he has.
he has no social capital. Nobody is working with him for real. And if they are working with him, he's at the bottom of any alliance he has.
Yeah.
So for you to be
And as we
like,
see later, John A was the one pulling all of the social capital because
yeah, so for him to be like, I can't trust her to pull us through with her social game. Yeah, we can't trust you to pull through with social game. Y'all
not
are
just regular
equal playing
game.
field. Like I don't know what game he thinks he has. And I think somebody else said it in the episode too. Like he
Yeah, it was
thinks he's
the
doing more
because
than he
we
is.
yeah, because we get to the party and they were playing the game, and it was like Johnny was telling him to go and take his turn or whatever. I forgot what the game was. But he didn't want to partake, and that's when D was like, Theo is just not Theo. Gabe is being rude to Janae because like he thinks he's better than what he is and is not. And then like yeah, like just common decency, I think is what it all boils down to. Like you don't gotta like me, but we're tied together. I didn't ask to be your partner. Like I just came into the game late. So it's not my fault you got stuck with me. It's your fault you didn't have points ahead of time, like to get whoever you wanted. So don't
Mm,
blame me because we're stuck together. You're also the reason you're stuck with me, or whatever the case may be.
yeah.
But yeah, I just didn't like that. But we get to nominations, and this is where Theo's plan comes to fruition, and Gabe decides to stake a claim and go for Nani. And everybody, once again, Michaela was like, "What's the strategy here?" Because y'all was safe. Like you let people, you're playing other people's game, and like Nani said, I never worked with you. Like, why are you choosing me? Like, and
Well,
then
I
that's
mean,
I
I
think
don't
I
think
get what
Nani.
Gabe was. I get why Gabe may have thought choosing Nani was better for him,
But
but
yeah, with Nani's thing has no, I don't know what the right word is, like merit in that because I'm gonna choose who I want,
exactly like
even if I never work with you. What does that have anything to do with you?
you're working with me if I
It
get
has
you as a
nothing.
partner.
Yeah, you know what?
You're working with me if I get you as a partner, regardless.
Yeah, yeah. I don't care if I've never seen you today. Like I'm gonna pick you because I think, or I'm assuming
You have
maybe
the
he thought he
social
could be.
capital. You a good player. You
Yeah,
all.
he thought he'd be Justin. I've never talked to you either, but hello, partner. Like that's irrelevant whether we work together. So that didn't make sense. But I I don't know who he should have picked, but he needed to think about the aspect of the game. And in every version of the game that has been played, Justin has been ahead of him. So I don't know. Like you want to go? I'm assuming he's going based off just he's looking at physicality, but Justin has that from what we've seen placed ahead of him in almost every challenge. So I don't know why
And
he
he
would
beat
pick Justin.
Rogan, so
You said what?
and he beat Rogan, so I wouldn't have taken.
Yeah, I wouldn't have picked Justin. He should have picked somebody else. I wouldn't have picked Justin.
Yeah. I still so we get some more information on how the stake of claim works, but I'm still confused if the winners can get picked. But I guess it wouldn't be fair if they get picked
No,
for
the winners can't get picked.
yeah.
I don't believe.
But so basically the stake of claim they had to run up a hill and complete a puzzle at the top. It was the same hill that they did at the first um entry challenge. Gabe did beat Justin then, but Justin ended up turning out the win and was able to stake his claim and keep Nani as a partner. So now we do know that once you successfully stake a claim, that one, you and your partner cannot be switched. Basically, all mainstays for the rest of the season, and
Yeah,
no one can get you.
yeah, and I do disagree with Justin when they were going up the hill. He's like, even if you like, when, they talking trash. Well, he's talking trash. He's like, even if you get my partner, she's not gonna work for you. She will though.
Yeah,
She
she
will. If
begrudgingly,
I,
like she wouldn't want to do it, but begrudgingly she can't
yeah,
just.
he's like, Nani won't work with you. I don't know why you picked her. She's not gonna work with you. If she want to win, she will.
Yeah,
so, so that was
but I
I was
guess,
he's just talking. I'm assuming
but I guess the thing is, if well, no, because if Nani and Gabe become teammates, then they're locked in. I'm assuming
they're locked in.
now they're going to be locked in, so Nani wouldn't be able to switch out her.
Yeah, she would have no choice. She's gonna
Yeah,
be mad and upset, but that's it. You're gonna have to work with me. Then that was it. So I was like, what is he talking about?
yeah. If she can work with Turbo, then she can work with anybody.
Oh,
Speaking of Turbo,
hold on one
while
second.
Gabe
Okay, speaking of Turbo,
Speaking of Turbo, while they were Gabe and Justin were doing their little stake a claim challenge, Turbo and Theo get into it because basically all of the challenges like what is basically it was both sides of the house was like, so why are y'all doing this? Like, what is the purpose of y'all doing this? And Theo was basically like, y'all doing well, Olivia said it, but Theo essentially was like, y'all doing the same thing to us, like y'all keep putting us in these situations. So when I'm trying to protect myself, it's a problem. But when y'all do it or sacrifice me to save yourselves, it's no problem. Like, and then he called everybody and Turbo did not like that. Which I my
it
thing
was a
with
very
Turbo is
broad
you
statement.
can't get mad at everything. Like it
Yeah,
wasn't
Turbo
like
was
you
doing the
said,
most. It was a
it
very
was
broad
very
statement.
broad.
It's like him
Like,
saying, like, you all are scared. What do you mean I'm scared of you? I wasn't specifically talking about you.
yeah,
What are you talking about? And like, if I'm your friend, you should know I'm not talking about you. You just,
yeah,
I agree with what somebody said. You wanted a reason to take me off your list, like you wanted a reason to be able to vote me because there's no reason you should have took offense to what he said. Like, are you, I know you're not against me because we're friends, so are
yeah,
you against me? Like, what? That was weird. But Turbo be overreacting a
yeah.
lot this season, specifically on things that have nothing to do with him, like even his like anger and like attitude towards CT this season was like, what are you mad about? Like, what's
Like you were more mad than Leko was, and she
yeah,
was
Lexa at
more.
home, like, okay, it's cool. And then Turbo's like, no, Justice like it's he's upset about everything this season, and I don't get. He's like, and then you say Nani's name, I'm gonna fight for Nani. What? What are we talking
She
about,
made me a
Turbo?
partner.
Like, what are we talking about?
Yeah,
So
but
yeah,
I
Turbo
think
is confused
I
me this
do
season.
think Theo summed it up very well. Like where he was like, "I'm a better friend to you than you are to me in this game," because again, you really haven't you burned a vote or two. Yeah, that's fine, but you haven't really done anything to kind of help me. Like
Yeah,
really,
burning votes is irrelevant if I still go in. Thank you for
exactly.
nothing. You should have just said my name. Like burn your vote. Don't ever burn no vote if I'm still gonna go in because you could have if you could have stopped it with not burning a vote.
Yeah,
So
like take a
that's
rule book out of Olivia. Like, regardless if I like what she did with Horacio and Nerys, I might as well say y'all name because at this point, or not save y'all because
yeah. And then he said you he's maybe he said I'm not gonna say Nani name like you ain't gonna say Olivia
Olivia,
name.
he was like,
Olivia's
Olivia's
my
my
girlfriend.
girlfriend.
What
Like,
are you talking?
like he was like, if you have to choose between me or Olivia, who's you gonna choose? Olivia. Like, that's
Yeah, what are you talking
that.
about? So
That's
yeah,
that.
but that was
Yeah.
just that was a Turbo is a I don't even know what's happening with Turbo this season.
Yeah. And then in more comic comeuppance, we get the nomination or elimination game, which is called Pull It Together, where one team must climb up a cargo net to remove dozens of pegs from a climbing wall. Their partner must then place all the pegs into a slot. Oh, yeah, we mentioned that Gabe lost, and Gabe and Janae are going into elimination against Yermi and Naviv. So once they get all the pegs down, their partners must then place all the pegs into the slots on the other side of the wall, climbing up the wall and then pressing the button. Um, as we saw previously, this was Jeremy's thing. He's known to be a rock climber. And I don't know who said it. I think it was Olivia. I'm pretty sure it probably was like Olivia or somebody. But when Janae and Aviv started, they were pretty much neck and neck. And like they said, whoever it was, like you're claiming that your partner is the one dragging you down, but she's neck to neck with Aviv and doing everything she could do. So if you guys lose, it's all on you and not her. And
Yeah,
then who's really dragging who down? And
yeah,
then again, like I think they said, Janae may not be came into the game the best of ways, yet she is still a seasoned veteran. She has still won two challenges. Like, who do you think you are? Like, look at my
yeah. I just
resume.
these rookies is crazy. It's actually crazy, but
This
yeah, I
elimination
don't
wasn't
know.
a blowout, but in the end, Jeremy and Naveed won, sending Gabe and Janae home. And I do feel bad for Janae because it was not her fault. It was literally Gabe.
Yeah, yeah. I don't really have much to say in regards to it because goodbye, Gabe. Like like I don't even know. Not as CG goes. I've lost the luster for. But no, I'm just kidding. But Gabe, like him leaving, is just like now I won't be as angry every episode because now it's not him being rude and mean to Janae, so you don't have to see that every week. So I was, I would have, if they would have stayed, I would have been cool, like give Janae another shot. But if they gone, I'm like now Gabe can't anger me anymore.
Hashtag Justice for Leka, hashtag free Janae.
Free
she,
Janae,
she
yes.
needs to be free.
Yeah. So Jeremy and Aviv are back in the game, and everybody's still scared of them.
Yeah. So we'll see how it goes. My votes are still for Cedric and Michaela as it stands right now. I do think Jeremy and Aviv is my second
Hmm.
choice.
Yeah.
Um,
Same. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, in the like a crazy upset type of thing, I kind of want Anissa to win. I want Anissa to win. I'm sorry. I like Anissa. I've always liked Anissa, but I don't know, especially after last week. It just
yeah.
gives me a little something to see Anissa become a champion and other people who have been playing just as long still not champions. I would like it. I would like it. I would like it.
Yeah, I do want to say also that Adrienne has been pleasantly surprising me.
I
I
like
didn't
Adrian.
think she was going to be, well, no, let me not say that. I don't know what we said in our cast reactions, but she came from Married at First Sight.
Mm,
But she is really showing to be a competitor. She's not like I know she talked about how she was heavier growing up,
mm-hmm.
but as Anissa said, the activities and all that other stuff, like she doing the thing. Like she's
Yeah,
keeping
I,
up
I
with
like
endurance,
it's
she's
it's
keeping
some of
up
the
with
rookies I really like
cardio.
as well. Yeah,
Yeah, so I really do like her. Unfortunately, right now, because Theo is still her partner, they're gonna, especially after this episode, they're
as
going
we saw with the
to.
preview, she might be trying to switch up and
I
take
was
Turbo.
I
I don't
want
know how.
hashtag free Adrian too, because if I'm
Yeah,
fucking with Theo, yeah, I'm going in
yeah.
every
So
week, and I don't need that to be on my bingo card.
yeah, so we'll see what happens next week. But overall, I think it was an okay episode. And I'm okay with the outcome. Uh, because
Mm.
I do it would have been like not as great to see Jeremy and Aviv leave on this like challenges because they've
Yeah,
been doing so good. So that would have been not as great, but I think it was an okay episode.
yeah, I definitely think, like you said, because they've been doing so good, it would have kind of been bad to leave. Not that I think it would just been bad that Johnny and Gabe took them out. And
Yeah,
like
it's like
I
when you
get
see
that,
somebody that's been doing great and they just get taken off in the middle of the season, like when Horacio left, he was like, now what?
yeah,
It's
or
like
like
the least.
how yeah, or how like Jay took CT out. It was like, well,
It's like, what do we have to look forward to the final? So
yeah,
yeah,
because
kind of like
you
that.
don't want
Yeah.
a bunch of like that's the thing with the challenge. You want people who deserve it to be in the final, but you also don't want to like I guess on the challenger side, you don't want it to be like super strong people where it's like now I don't have a shot, but at the same time, you don't want people like no offense to them, like I wouldn't want a Big T or a Selly in the final because then I'm like, where's the
Offense.
competition?
Offense. Don't talk about Big T and Sally.
Then I'm like,
That was
where's the
no offense.
competition? Like if Big T and Huey was in the final, I'm gonna be like, it's a blowout. Like how it was with KC. All she did was switch partners to CT and she won.
Well, I
Like
mean, she wasn't like, well, I don't know,
no,
but
that
yes,
whole final she
CT.
was bad. That final she
Yeah,
was
yeah, you're right, you're right, you're right. The
bad.
CT is the reason she won. For
Yeah,
real.
that was supposed to be Tori's win, but
Oh yeah,
not to harp
I
on
wish
that, but
Tori could
like,
have got.
yeah, you want the
If,
final to still be like competition, but you don't want it to be where it's like, oh,
yeah,
just
especially if
blowing
CT had
people
got Tori
out.
that season, it would have been over. They
Yeah.
couldn't have had that happen. but yeah, so thank you so much for watching our video. Please like and subscribe to our channel. Leave a comment down below, and we will see you on our next video. Peace.